Hello, my name is Brian Young Jr. I'm an organizing associate at Community Renewal Society, otherwise known as CRS. Love is showing up. Community Renewal Society takes pride in not only being aware of what's going on, but being active agents for positive change. With this, we kicked off the year with our annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Action, where we contacted over 50 congregations and brought out north of 150 people to embody the legacy of Dr. King. On the day of the presidential inauguration, we chose to bring the gift of fellowship, joy, art, and highlighting our work towards justice in Chicago. One of the focuses this year was to grow leadership amongst our base of congregations. So the organizing team answered the call, and I was tasked to train members in our work in the Empowering Communities for Public Safety, otherwise known as ECPS Coalition, and the legislation of the same name. The online training went over CRS's aptitude to lead and unify the many organizations and leaders it took to win this historic legislation for police accountability. We bought out 10 churches, and the attendance number peaked at 35. After the event, we were able to further build with about 5 membership leaders becoming steady activists in the ECPS and Grassroots Alliance for Police Accountability, otherwise known as GAPA Coalition. This laid the groundwork for our spring community cafe event led by a member of our organizing team, Belaya Mandela. We gathered the community to this event where we listened to our members talk about the issues in their community with an emphasis on how to move with unity across Chicago. We brought out about 30 people of our membership congregations and an additional 5 supporters of CRS to fellowship and learn ways to be in communication with each other. This then led us into the summer. We took on an ambitious endeavor as we decided to honor the legacy of the Black Liberation Movement that produced the Juneteenth holiday by filming a documentary featuring Executive Director of CRS, Reverend Dr. Waltrina Middleton, Programs Director of the United African Organization, Sister Fasika Alim, and Executive Director of the National Alliance Against Racist and Political Oppression, Frank Chapman. We then hosted an in-person cookout at Gallery Gashard. We named this process In Our Ancestors' Footsteps. This was to say, as proud inheritors of our ancestors who ended chattel slavery, we continue the tradition through our action, remembrance, and solidarity. We packed out Gallery Gashard, holding up the unity of the Black liberation tradition and connecting the struggle for emancipation with the Palestinian emancipation movement in Chicago. Over 200 people attended, watched our documentary, experienced art from our Palestinian loved ones, and we ate great barbecue. Our final event was titled Remembering Our People and Our Power, where we gathered in the hall of one of the best unions that has ever lived, the Chicago Teachers Union Hall, and hosted a panel to talk about how we all remember our people power even as we are experiencing ICE deportations, police violence against Black and brown communities, and federal overreach and occupation of the city we love so dearly, Chicago, Illinois. Love is also solidarity. As much as we host our own events, we maintain strong partnerships and leadership in the Free to Move Coalition, the GAPA Coalition, and the ECPS Coalition. Additionally, we continued our advocacy in the Consent Decree Collective. Our consistent participation is sustained in our Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability, otherwise known as CCPSA meetings, district council meetings, brake light repair events, and GAPA trainings. In total, we have maintained over 50 organizational partnerships through Coalition, introduced about 100 new people to our work, and sustained active leadership in 5 campaigns. Our solidarity work is all about building relationships and fighting for progressive legislation that materially improves people's lives at the intersection of racial justice and poverty alleviation. Lastly, love is building. None of what we do is possible without the desire and commitment to building in two specific ways. One, through our self-hosted events, coalition work, and congregational visits, we show up with love to build deeper relationships that foster trust and aim to build collective people power. Two, we continue to build our institutional fortitude at CRS so we can serve our congregations, communities, and Chicago to the best of our abilities. In this sense, we welcome the new manager of organizing and policy at the start of August named Malcolm Zay London that has continued to structure our organizing and fortify our practice. So what is love? Love is solidarity. Love is showing up. Love is building. CRS embodies the tradition of love that has produced us, and we continue to build off what was given to us. So we encourage you, join us on today and let us know both what love is and most importantly, what love does. I'm Brian Young Jr. Thank you so much.